Hello. Alright, so we got it unboxed. This is where it's going to be for right now. I hope it'll work. In the packaging, in the box, the lathe came with a bunch of little doodads. The banjo was kind of sitting on here already, so that's fine. There's the tool rest. It came with the package. Just slide that in there. This is the handle for the crank wheel thing, the tailstock wheel. You just have to screw that in. And that's done. It has feet, which I'm probably going to put on, but we'll get through all this other stuff first, and we'll get to that in a second. This little handle goes on the tailstock thing. To tighten that. You also got this wheel. Now, on this side of the machine, there's this outboard side, this post. Actually, there's a bunch of accessories that you can buy with this thing, like a grinding wheel. Like you could literally have your grinder sitting right here and ready. And I guess that these shelf platform things can accommodate a Wolverine jig. So that's pretty crazy. And there's a bunch of other things. Let me read through them. I think they're in the catalog or the manual somewhere. Da-da-da. Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, you're there. Alright, so... well, maybe. Okay, so you have to buy the Versaturn, Nova Versaturn. It's a piece that goes on here. And then with that, you can get a wet stone grinder. I don't know what that is. A belt sander, a flexible shaft rotating tool. That's kind of cool. A wire brush, grinding wheel, and a sanding disc. So that's pretty sweet. I don't know if that's going to be really that useful, but whatever. Let's see here. It's pretty cool. There's also, you can also get a bed extension, which I seriously might do. If I find that I need to turn larger things. I have the Shopsmith still, so if I have to, I can use that. Back to the putting things together. So it also comes with these little tools. This is for the faceplate. I don't know what this thing's for. I don't know what this side's for, but this side's for the faceplate. There's also a Allen wrench for the faceplate. I'm guessing. Yep. Oh, that's not very tight. Do you need it tight? No. It's still bolted on. I think it's fine. Anyway, this is to pop out your Morse tapers. Pop that thing out there, and probably down here too. Yep. That's nice. I don't know. And it also comes with a live center and a dead center. So that's great. Now, one of the big things with this, and I'm really glad that I don't know whose video I saw, but it was a video on YouTube, and I'm gonna probably put it in the notes on this video, on my video. He read in the manual that you had to break in the motor, and I'm really glad that I watched that video, because I probably wouldn't have read the whole instruction manual. I usually do read some stuff, but I don't know if I would have got to the motor part. You need to let this thing just run with no load. Don't turn on it or anything. Just turn it on, let it run for like half an hour. Let's see. In the instruction manual it says, what does it say in there? Let's see here. Yeah, it says, and the reason for this is because the motor has brushes. It's a DC motor and has brushes in it. So it says, it is very important, this is underlined, alright, seriously. It is very important to allow between 30 to 45 minutes of run-in time of these brushes before any turning or significant load is applied. This should be done in the higher RPM range. It says a clicking or swishing noise in the motor is normal, which will reduce as the brushes wear in. During normal operation, 5 minutes of warm-up may also be required on cold weather days. So, oh, there's one other accessory. This thing goes on your hand wheel. That just screws on the back there. Alright, so we're going to let this thing break in. Unplug it for now. I'm going to show you it's got a belt variable, switch the belt for different speed loads in here. And I believe this is fast, this is slow. So at first, I'm probably going to run this thing in the middle. I know they said on fast, but I'm going to run it in the middle for about, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes. Then I'm going to kick it up and let it, open up on the really fast mode. Now, this lathe has the belt system, but it also is variable speed. The controller switch is right here, and you got the on switch. I don't know if the camera's pointing at you. Oh yeah, perfect. Anyway, so you got on and off. You got a variable speed switch, and then this lathe also has forward and reverse, so you can run this thing in reverse. I guess I don't know that much about it, but I guess it's good for sanding certain things. I don't know. We'll find out more about that. I never had that option, so I don't really know what you do with it necessarily. But one of the other things that this thing has is back in here. This is an indexing head, and right now it's loose, but in the back of the hopefully this will get it. Back here is this knob, and if you flip it this way, it engages into these little grooves, and so it allows you to index. Let's see, you got to pull the thing, and you can, it clicks in and it won't move. And so I don't know, it's got 12 positions. I don't exactly know, I just pretty much turn pens and stuff, but I know that if you wanted to do flutes, this would be very helpful. And different things like that, where you're trying to put a linear line on fixed points on your turning, it'll help a lot. So I'm glad it has that. I actually really wanted that because I'm the type of person that enjoys having the option to do whatever the hell I want with my machines. So I usually go for as many features as I can, given that, but I'm not going to take a feature set over a crappy, with a crappy machine. I want a good machine, but, with lots of good stuff. So anyway, close this guy up here, and down here, you should be able to see this. This allows you to adjust the belt tension. It looks like it's fine. So I'll close up the belts. I'm going to run it on, like I said, medium, but I'm going to run it at the high end of medium with this variable speed switch for probably about 10 to 15 minutes first. Then I'm going to switch belts to the fast speed and then crank it up and let it run for another 20, 25 minutes, something like that after that. So, I guess that's about it. Here we go. Turn her on. Don't forget to wear safety goggles. There we go. Speed her up. I like it. Alright, it's been 15 minutes on the middle belt with the highest setting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch belts over to the high and unplug it, shut it off. So you just open up the lid. Now what you want to do is, this is the release to release the tension. So you just down to unloosen it. This would probably be better if I had a normal stand. I got the table in the way. But you lift the lever up and that releases the tension. There we go. And then you just do it. There we go. Okay. There we go. Do it the right way. I'm switching it over to this side. Then you just let's see here. Yeah, you push down on this lever and then tighten it by screwing this thing up. That's good. Close her down. And turn the speed down a little bit to start. Plug her back in. Crank her up. Now I'm going to run this probably about 25 minutes or so, maybe 30, we'll see. Here's how loud my shopsmith is. No fun. Ah, peaceful. The Comet. That's at full speed. I ain't even thinking about making noise. So anyway, it's just about done breaking in. I think it's actually been time. I actually forgot to set the timer, so I don't think it's going to hurt it to run a little bit. I'm going to finish this pen up and it'll definitely be done. Where are my pockets at? Yeah, so if anybody has any questions about the Comet 2, I don't know, anything at all. If you're looking to get one, I can maybe answer some questions about how it works for me. I know on Twitter a bunch of people were pretty surprised that there's like a break-in period, but I mean seriously, it's turn it on and let it run for 30 minutes, no big deal. It's not any kind of deal breaker. And it noticeably did make a difference. When it first started up, and it should be on camera, it was a little bit louder. It was kind of whiny, and that was the brushes, the brand new brushes running on that motor. And at this point, man, it's dead quiet. It just kind of makes a little whistle. So, how do we turn it on? I mean, it's just quiet. So it was making a little bit more noise at the beginning. So I think that 30 to 45 minute break-in period is fine. Whatever. The only thing that it sucks because you gotta sit there and you can't just whip it out of the box and start turning, but get over it. Pull out the shopsmith. So anyway, if you have any questions, comments, whatever, definitely leave any comments on my website or on YouTube or You can email me at Zach at nvwoodworks, the letter N, the letter V, woodworks, WOODWERKS, .com. And I'm on Facebook and Twitter, Google Plus, wherever. I'd like to hear from you.